is that this gives us a chance to see everyone. 请观众们尽量保持安静了，谢谢。Left-handed. It'd be interesting to see if he carries out with that or it's just a threat. Because when he first did it, back in the day, playing World Champs against Elaine, what we did. One. Experienced as he is, for his few shots in the frame, still could take a few minutes just to settle down. 9. And we know just how seriously Ronnie takes these books after. And these are big tournaments, aren't they? You know, it'd be interesting to see what sort of Ronnie O'Sullivan turns up with. 17. So keen on the travel element. That certainly has changed. 25. It's probably too much to expect a 147 attempt straight off the bat, but in the ping pong. What's he doing? 32. Now, great early chance this is the sort of, with a great early opportunity for Ronnie. Just laying down a marker early on, as I talk out through the qualifying school in summer. 40. Say regain bigger season, so his campaign a big one for him. And these are the sort of year, you know, playing the greatest of all time, out there under the lights, in the big arenas, onto and playing as a wildcard event in some of these events in China, but you can see already massive credit. Yeah, not the sort. 64, and in no time at all, black and one. Having said that out of nowhere, 72. He's missed the black off its spot, getting that little bit of table time, just to settle down, get rid of some of the nerves. 1. Imperial authority here laying down a marker to tell everyone to find their seats and be as quiet as possible. It's a very busy venue at the minute. 10,000 seat venue this, and they ensure that everyone's aware of the situation, giving the players the best opportunity to produce their best. 刚才有人照相这里有红灯，你们把它消一下。Up there and on, isn't there, Fergal? A lot of excitement. Worth mentioning as well, though, Ronnie not the only star on show today. In this session, we've got world number 1, Mark Allen, in the plenty of top snooker players. Got another mouth war in session as well this evening. China's superstar Ding Zhongli in action as well. Yeah, there has been qualifiers already for this event, but some matches were held back thanks to the World Champ. And you felt at the start of this match, the players have any chance of winning it. 1, they don't need to make a good start in the match itself, but also each frame. It's very early in the match, but we just know from experience this match could get away from Wang very, very quickly. Look for the chances so far. You're not going to get away with them against someone like Ronnie O'Sullivan. You've got to make them as being in the arenas. So a few of them removed at certain times. Just the flash there and getting very off-putting if you play the worst part about it, isn't it? The thought of it going to happen. It's like when the photographer's there with the side of click is on, but you can just quite hear it. And you're waiting for the click. And again, looks very settled, even that little disruptions there. Tight hunt. 23. Took the opportunity there to Q-Wall's going to be going through the reds. Well, if that's even the red, there's nothing asking. No, beautiful. Is he in? Yeah, he'll be frustrated. Ronnie also aching down the height. considering a couple of shots ago was prank, fault. 我确定这个前场碰球了，碰到咖啡球了。Again, Ronnie also a little bit nervous. A sense of anxiety or being unsettled. Wang, well, he was really fair, though. What a bit of a shaky opener, and that won't do him any favours at all. Seven. He had some poor nerves. The nervousness and anxiety in his opponent. Doesn't want to let him off the hook. Left. 12. Ronnie, a heavy favourite to come through this match, but I think... So looking at how Ronnie goes about his business in just at 19, if he does, just to set himself up nicely for the next round. Remember, this is Ronnie, so he's probably a little bit better that it's actually at the venue, isn't it? A lot these guys have already played, but in Leicester, so it's from... Well, start for Ronnie. Absolutely under no pressure. 36. Claim is crucial. If Ronnie was to win that one, is he? Kicking shots there. Ronnie's played this with the benefit of the new cloth. Fortis, as you say, that they weren't seeing any live snooker in this area before, and to witness the greatest of all time, if you want to see a performance from him, but what you will get from Ronnie O'Sullivan, if it's how comfortable he is playing in China. We wanted to put a solid shift here today. He's made a perfect start. Couple of chances. All the tools Ronnie O'Sullivan has to his name. 79 professional titles in total. This week he has a chance to extend that ranking title tally to 42, the inaugural region in China. The world's best players have gathered to compete here for a top prize of £177,000. A couple of results have already come in this morning that we can tell you about. World champion Kyron Wilson is Toby as well, with a 5-3 win over Wang Jingbo. Si Jiahui, 5-3 winner over Amir Sarkosh. An interesting game as well early. Yes, exactly. Blood don't have to go back onto the exact same table that they played on. But it was the first match finished. What? They're never easy. Took me plenty times. I'm really pleased to get his first pot in live play. Actually on at the end of the second frame. Because he had such an easy red left, and he might have come to the table, put a red colour on some of the colours just to settle down. 7. On the green here, looking to get down the table. Yeah, going for that red. 10. 11. Just about on it. Yeah, it was a well-controlled positional shot from green to red, wasn't it? He pretty much landed it perfectly. Unity for Wang. He just got to steady himself. Tonight, he for second make absolutely sure of each pot because... Again, he's paid the price for it there. Again, from such a simple red, should have been perfect in the back to give me 6. Thanks, John. Focus on the positives. He's up and running and feeling the match now. Height at 26. Any mistake against someone like O'Sullivan is probably going to be highlighted greatly, but it's the crippling of the player at any level. It was such a basic shot, as you said, Fergal to land nicely on the black. He's just thinking, pop the red, I'm on the black. But there's a way to finish on it. A shot there, similar to Ronnie's break-off from that side of the table, trying to swing around. But seems fairly good with his right hand. Job. Again, the red just about gone in the pocket. Maybe later on in the week that mightn't have dropped. Getting tied up in the back, plugs the side pushing. Both some good position to play. Could compile a decent break from the blue. Gentle cannon onto the pink and red just to disturb that interplay would make it a bit easier for him. 7. Yeah. Wally check made that putt a little bit more difficult. It was noticeable that was the putt his priority. Missed that. And 1. Still should have pumped the blue, but the real mistake was from the red. Not been having to be a very delicate little holding cannon to that pack in pink. Yes, great shot there from Wang. His reading of the game is phenomenal. Identifies the key shots. Straight away, yes, if not the best breakboaters in our game. 1,265 centuries would suggest that he is the best. 7. It looks like there was room for the pink to go on its spot just beside the red. Pink. Looks like it's only available to the left middle, but getting on that is going to be the problem. Here, yeah, he was afraid of impairing. He could just hit the ground. He played a fantastic shot there. No, it's a stone screw. 17. Yeah, with the blue and Polite that power and stun on the cue ball labeled him to get past that blue. What a wonderful positional shot. Yeah, low enough to get the backspin, but not too low that you then do the damage from there. 25. No, that one's gone wrong. He's potted the red thick. End of break. Looking to try and lay up in behind the brown. Yeah, interesting there playing the shot. Absolutely no need at all. 25. Play that left-handed. But I don't know when that was a bit of an indulgence or... He has talked about playing it. Fine. He'll tell you he gets banged drag with his left. Five. Hey, nobody's wrecked. Six. Yeah, nicely done. That was a good pot to me. Going to be nice little angle on the pink. Shouldn't be too difficult to go up to the yellow as well. $13. Probably could have done with a little bit more pace and putting a little bit more topspin. Nice to get running off that side cushion. But 27 ahead. 27 ahead. $40, 19. What do you think, Clip? Again, a little bit anxious. He was up off it quite quick. Yeah, I can see lit. Just promoting that. A fraction. Only able to force the respot. Wow, he's had a delightful flick there on the brown, pushing that save for a bit more insurance. He's in. had a little fortune there as well. But the way he played the Chandelier was going to a fortune that back close to the cushion. Hi, Dario, show me in, but show me show he's online. Brown made into play. It's very much a question of patience here from Ronnie. Not get frustrated. I mean, the rule must-win frames aren't they for Wang Yuchen, but this one felt particularly big. That's up nicely into a level that all of a sudden feels like a bit of a result. As I say, this frame is still far from over yet. Ronnie now, not on the green, chance to lay out the snip this tight. Looks good. Gone else elevator. Well, on this massive misjudgment, he had the answer up for 5. Free ball. I've never looked on to Master hit this green now, and he's got to get it safe. And he hasn't, and he's left it. And a miss. Ronnie Sullivan, 4. Well, one is going to be safe. Doesn't need that black. Again, it wasn't with 3. Pawn on the green, but as you said, he's couldn't play that much better. I kill on the cushion. He's going to have to play that left-handed as well. Good, man. The shot. 7. 12. The angler's powered over to somewhere on the south cushion. 18. So, this black, very tough black down the rail. But this frame turn, and this would be a big steal for O'Sullivan. Oh, and in it goes. Ronnie O'Sullivan leading Wang Yuchen. Very dramatic end to that third frame. Wang looked to certainty at one point to take it. 27 points up with 27 on, but 3 of the colours were safe on his shoulders, or at least the weight of Ronnie O'Sullivan. That can be a pretty intimidating prospect, can't it? Yeah, of all the 3 frames he's lost, his highs on a string, that's the one that hurt the most. Didn't look like it was in. Shouldn't have dropped in, really. For all intents and purposes, he missed that. But as we mentioned already, brand new clocks, day 1. And unless you've actually played the game on a brand new cloth or a table with a brand new cloth on it, it's hard to really imagine how much of a difference he have been quite nippy. He's made a 40 break and he's genuinely missed 6 points in a row. And that really is the couple of turns a season for no apparent reason. You can get 1 or 2 slightly different. Again, I think as a player, 8, you don't really like them being more generous than they should be. But a couple of shots you might normally and maybe shouldn't go for. This now has become a little bit of a test for Wang Yuchen, a test of his mental strength, because game is played between the ears. He's not had all that much experience on the Pro Tour. He had 2 years from 2016 to 2018 initially after remember. 2016 aging him these moments on the biggest stage against the best players is where you really find out what you're about. It's a sign of an experience. Again, that can impact in the execution of the shot, but it's actually shot selection how he try it here. Crucial side here, pop this. Hit the pink and disturb the reds. Didn't play it exactly as planned. Nice little shot there as well. Good position shot, get perfect on the blue. 36. Yeah, he's just slowly chasing his cue ball a little bit, isn't he? He's just not quite able to find this blue now. A little bit thinner than he would have liked. May have to, again, play a holding cannon to the cluster of 5 reds. Yes, not happy there, but he hasn't been unlucky. His Prix. Yeah, just struggling with the pace of the table. In 44. Last margin for error there. Further down. Oh, 45. And again, he's lost the cue ball. This whole break has just filled me with anxiety. I'd dread to think what he's been thinking. Throughout it, he's just not been quite able to get hold of his cue ball. And sure enough, yeah, it made the difference there. It just looked like we was waiting for him. It has 45. Yeah, they're never an easy pot, but didn't you compare? What? Then you can pretty much guarantee that Ronnie O'Sullivan won't make that sort of release another. So, now Yuchen's 45-point lead could quickly dip red on the side rail. Barring an uncharacteristic miss from O'Sullivan, or else he can play it left-handed. 70. Yeah, the margin for error to land on a color nicely to try and promote that red is so small. The double is not even that straightforward where the red is, so Galactus Ray turning opportunities mustn't have the angle. You felt maybe if he had the angle he could have had a free go, just keeping the red out. 30. But 38. Him to win the frame down the rail has pretty much made his mind up there, but I mean, not one's gone astray. And it's a very again, it's a very poor shot. Dodell Solomon, 42. I don't even think he felt. Man, that's a nice safety shot there.
Again, it sounds quite basic, but
if you've elected to play a safety shot, it just that well to come off the 2 cushions and get behind. Well, he couldn't avoid the bite, but I suppose if he was going to hit it, he would have liked that result. So, whoever knocks this red in is surely going to be favourite for the frame and what a shot that was. To float that red in the full length of the table underneath the bore cushion, that is ridiculous. Yeah, Pacey. But because Wang had Ronnie O'Sullivan 6. Have to be careful not to overhit it, of course. The 10 she popped the black. And he's caught yellow first, and he's had a result, really. You'll take that. Trying to play like the long swerve there, full length of the table, very difficult. Again, consider me slightly miss it. Worked out well. Again, we've reached the frame now to just one mini game effectively. If whoever pots the yellow will go on to win the frame. That's fucked. Again, Ronnie's prayers there was just to make sure you get the yellow safe. The white would have been a bonus. Ah, and a miss. Oh no, Sullivan, 5. Oh no. Look where that's landed. Qualifying round in Leicester, early on in the year. But there's a hole. It's a new step up for Wang Yuchen. Only 10 points ahead, so still will need the blue, but it's an instant shot. On the brown, I was going to say behind an angle just to get use force and angle. 9. Again, if it's straight enough, it's possible he can place it. Yeah, he's able to get right sort of contact on it to be imparted. Wow. Got our Sullivan 5. Again, such a massive target, maybe got a little bit seduced by the possibility of possiness. He has to make a line. The person that's been on the turn, as said, is 27 group mistakes being player, inexperienced or naive. Love it. Absolutely absurd in the costume, hasn't it? A couple of shot selections and executions have been way below par so far. He's here to do a job this week. Is to 5, just the one frame needed to book his place in the next round. Waiting for him in that round is Hungary's new professional, Ultra Revez. And yeah, it's a big occasion playing Ronnie O'Sullivan, a daunting task, but it's made more difficult by the fact that obviously Bulcho's first match is to settle into the terms, the conditions. So you're literally playing Monas, Ronnie O'Sullivan at the peak of his powers. You do feel that the top seeds are going to be vulnerable, but they're at the most vulnerable in the first match. Agree, he's not going to win this match. But still it's going to be a great experience for him to play O'Sullivan, and also the experience of playing in such a big crowd and that atmosphere, so the next time you'll just be a little bit more set. Yeah, the match should have been a little bit closer. Like the went for that green, it was difficult. Again, awkward bridging over the blue, but disappointed. After 4-0 down, but although he's sitting in the last 2 frames, he'd ample opportunities to win those. Really should be 2-all. Disappointed he hasn't. As I said, it's all part of the learning process. Yeah, and I think that's probably what Wang has to take into this frame, at least after the interval. The fact that Ronnie himself hasn't yet pulled up any trees in his performance so far this morning, just a 52 and a 7th. Suppose if Wang is to take anything, is to try and cling on to it. Get up. Ronnie O'Sullivan won. Game cunt shut up when he played. Oh, I think he's convinced himself that that was on. It was never on that red, was it? I don't think it was on. And it certainly wasn't on the pace he's played it. You have to play that slow. But for the worst shot, he's played the match. Yeah. Well, can't be the right shot as holds here. I thought he was just glancing off to maybe play safe, and you were feeling that. You have to be careful with the safety, though. Yeah, today, it's not even so much his execution has been poor, but as much as Swan, his actual shot selection and his thinking, or lack of thinking, to be honest, has been quite surprising for it. But to give the opportunity straight back to him, already 4-0 in front. Well, you just can't do it. Might get a little bit of cover if he plays it. Half of you felt if you went close enough to the planks, you might get a little bit of cover. Sullivan 5. One. Nicely played. 6. Potted Pam get in between the yellow and brown twice, but you can see by his reaction there, I'm sure he felt trying to get the impression he's refusing to play safe. The way this frame is going, it's very open. Both players, they're all out attack. Doesn't look like he's gonna refuse anything. Wang Yuchen now 4-0 down by Furby up against the wall. Regardless whether it's the right, she can kind of miss anything. The big mistake is playing the wrong shot. It's a slide. Ronnie, all level 1. Very busy arena. Great to see so early on in the weekend as well. And years gone by, I think COVID, the pandemic, made such a big difference to that, didn't it? You know, when tournaments opened back up, I think also the players' attitudes improved as well. I think pre-COVID, because there were so many tournaments in China, which was great. Plus, I think as well the tournaments itself and the sponsors involved with the events, we look at the prize money structure for this, 177,000 to the winner. I think another 2 of the China. Again, the players will be helping that they're going to look at on money available in the tournaments in Saudi. And that was first former world champions Graham Dart and Stuart Bingham have also made good starts to their tournament here in Jian. Bingham leading 3-1, Graham Dart 2-1 up. And world number. And you can find all the scores, updates, live scores, follow it all on the WST.TV website or download the app. Lots of big events coming up. It's becoming a very busy period now, isn't it, for the players? Fergal has lots of events coming. Great time to hit good form. Yes, addition. Fine. He has had a run to the last 32 of a ranking event. In the past, Wang Yuchen, that is the furthest he has got in a ranking tournament. Back in 2013 as a wild card, actually, in the Shanghai Masters. Had a big win over Joe Perry before. Losing to Neil Robertson, so there's obviously been a talent there for a long time now, but it's a case of trying to bring that to the forefront. They try and realize that ability. You've got to use these opportunities as nice experience. You can obviously play the game. It's a different game out there, isn't it, in the arena? $13. Just having a little look. He asked upon at the yellow's marvelous waiting. Kiddies went for far more riskier shots than this. 19. Wow. Fantastic from the green to middle. Dessert. Party 10, 22. Yeah, just so frustrating. Happened many times to myself. Just don't play. Run out of there. Also, when he's also thinking similar. Best he can, he's just got to try and regroup. Just dig in. Just get this frame on the board. Just try and take it from there. And just talking from how quickly things can spiral out of control when that's the case. It's very difficult to get out of that sort of cycle, isn't it? Yeah, very easy to start feeling sorry for yourself. Start thinking, it's not your day. Try and think differently. And even think differently. but also know from experience, things can change quite quickly. And just somehow get a frame on the board, it can turn. Just dig in as best you can. I'll just hang in there. And certainly... My big misjudgment in that previous safety shot from Ronnie O'Sullivan now on the green tried to promote the black off the side rail, didn't really get close to bringing it off, which... Squat. Yeah, nicely played. Slightly awkward cueing, but also a bit of pressure the fact the red was over the puck. 10. That's it. Sure. Tried to promote the black earlier. Actually doesn't need it now, just 9 points behind. And if that's it, we'll go Parliament match. Not only do you miss it, cue it badly, as you could see by his reaction. Just on 113. And... Snooker's a bonus. We can play that red there, where it should have been nowhere near the pink. It was such a big target, that line of brown, blue, and pink down the table, that almost a guaranteed snooker you would have felt. As you said, Fergal, that was a kind of a safety shot, really, not only to hit the pink, but to leave one of you a shot to even hit the red. Oh, 1. Very nicely struck. Perfect on the blue to lay up for the yellow. As I mentioned during it, the stakes he made, shot selection, to maybe working with somebody. 8. Maybe more experienced player, greater tactical knowledge. 11. To complete, this ain't quite an easy workout for him. Ken doesn't need the black, just get behind the pink and just play it dead ways. And we're very surprised if you've seen the pockets have been on the generous side. And that's all that's required for Mr. O'Sullivan to register his first victory here in New Zealand Grand Prix. A very comfortable 5-0 win over. Done.